will go with the fiqh. And just to remind myself and my brothers and sisters that Islam consists of three branches or three realms: the realm of aqidah, the realm of tazkiyah, and the realm of fiqh. And al-fiqh constitutes of ibadat and mu'amalat. So we put them together under al-fiqh. And we need to know that these three are connected. The problem of today, when these three are isolated from each other, as we're going to mention, when we study the fiqh, we study it as abstract, dry, has nothing to do with that. And let me pick on the last time we stopped. Last time we spoke about what? What was the last thing we spoke about? Al-ahkam, the rulings. How much rulings do we have? 5. Jazakallahu khairan. Our president, he builds you out. 5. You remember? There are 5. Whatever you say, whatever you do, it falls under one of the 5 things. Remember this 5. Yalla, number 1, the fard. And under the fard comes, no, al-fard or al-wajib is the same. Now we agreed we're going to go with the majority. The Hanafi, they have 7, by the way. But let's stay with everybody, inshallah. So we have al-fard or al-wajib. Then under that comes what? Al-mustahab, the recommended, the sunnah, you call it whatever you want. Then the other 2 comes what? The haram and what? The makruh, the dislike. And in between comes al-mubah, the permissible. Remember these things, is very important because it helps you to navigate your life. What I'm doing, this or that. And we gave last time a quiz. Sitting now and listening falls under what? And you see, mashallah, you differ. And sometimes we don't give the benefit of the doubt to scholars when they differ. And you differed yourself in 3 opinions. Some of them said wajib, some of them said what? Mustahab, some of them said mubah. The way you see it. So, but now, when we take this 5 from fiqh point of view, it becomes dry. You don't benefit anything. But if you connect it to tazkiyah, it creates a huge problem for you. Why? The question comes, what is the precious things that you have in life? The precious things is what? Time. So by understanding this 5, where my time should be spent? In which one of these 5? Of course, I hope none of us spend his time in what? Haram or makruh. That's by default. Let's move these 2, inshallah. May Allah save all of us not to do that. There are some people, as Allah mentioned in the Quran, but in these 3, where your time should be spent? Where? Allah, it's a very simple question. No, your time, the precious thing should be spent in the fard. Yeah, in the fard. What is fard? What is obligatory? You don't spend it on what is recommended or permissible. Because that is the precious time. Most of the people, because they don't understand this, I'm talking about the good people, inshallah, they spend their time in what? In the mubah. And that is, from the tazkiyah perspective, you are a loser. Because you spend in the precious things in the mubah. And what is mubah? There is no reward, there is no sin. But the smart person, the wise person, is the one who spends in the fard. Of course, when we talk about fard, my brothers and sisters, always go to the prayer. No, there are a lot of fards. Imagine somebody sitting here praying the sunnah, reading the Quran every day, while his family didn't have nothing to eat. So this one is doing something recommended, but he's neglecting what? A fard. To go and take care of your family, it's a fard. You don't do that. And there are a lot of fara'id, they are not there now. A lot of fara'id that they are missing in the life of the Muslim. That's why Abu Bakr is said, إِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يَقْبَلُ النَّافِلَةِ. Allah will not accept the extra, the recommended, unless you fulfill the fard. Because the fard, if you do it, you will be rewarded. If you don't do it, you will be what? Punished. Imagine somebody, mashallah, going for umrah, many umrahs, many hajj and so on, while his parents are old and they need somebody to take care of them. And if you find a person following certain things and neglecting the fard, this is a sign of hawa. He's not worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He's just worshipping his ego. What is convenient, what I like, what is this and that. So this division, if you see it from point of view, that's what the Muslim says. Sheikh, is this fard or sunnah? Sunnah, jazakallahu khairan, I'm not doing it. Is this what? Is this what? And so on. So I want you to understand this. Then subhanallah, it will be a paradigm shift in your life. Number one, I need to know the fards. What are the obligatory things that Allah wants from me in my life? And it differs from one person to another person, subhanallah. There are a lot of fards that I said that are there, that are being neglected by all of us. May Allah help us, inshallah. So I'm just telling you that, subhanallah, this fragmentation that happened in the last 100 years in Islam is creating a huge problem. Like what happens in the human being body. You know, a long time ago, if you study the history of humanity, doctors, they were few. Not many doctors. And if you go to the psychology of the people, psychiatrists didn't exist even. And if you go further, how it started, scientists, that they become now the source of everything. You want the explanation of the whole world is from scientists' point of view. Don't tell me what is after material. We don't believe in that. That's why we have atheism. So now, in psychiatry, instead of having people talking about al-qada wal-qadar and so on, and many people, their solution is just to understand the aqidah of al-qada wal-qadar. You go to psychiatrist, what he's going to do to you? Pills, here you go. Until you are speaking, I have this problem, I have this problem. I was today in one office, and one person is talking, I think, to a counselor or whatever, about his father. And he said, my father, he lived the Holocaust, and this, and that, and my father was born in 1900, and I was this, and I was that, and so on. So now we are talking, while the doctor, he already decided what kind of what? Anti-depression is going to give you, and so on. Then you go, and you live on that. While a long time ago, the solution was something else. I'm not talking, sometimes you might need medicine for mental problem, but psychological problem and so on. The same in our body. Now it deals with you as a human being because people, they don't take care of themselves, and this fragmentation lead to this problem. The same in the religion. When fiqh becomes what? A person is just coming and give you rules without the implication on your soul, on your heart, on your mind. So when you see that, like now, when we see this division of the 5 category, you start saying, wow, I can live any time. So my precious time, where I should spend it? Not even in the recommended. Number one, I need to take care of what? The fard. Remember this. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Hadith Qudusi, ما تقرب إلي عبدي بشيء أحب إلي مما افترضته عليه. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves the most that you do the fard. Imagine somebody, mashallah, he likes Qiyam al-Layl. And he wakes up 2 hours before Fajr. And mashallah, crying the whole night, praying. Then 15 minutes or 10 minutes before Fajr, he went and sleep. And he woke up at 10. What happened to that Qiyam al-Layl? That 2 rak'ah that may take 5 minutes is more dearer to Allah than the Qiyam al-Layl. So when we understand this, it will take us to another dimension, inshallah. Now I'm going to take some rules that will help you, inshallah, before we move to the details of the fiqh. And we're going to start with tahara and move, inshallah, and we're going to deal with mu'amalat. It might take us 1 year or 2 years if Allah permits, and we are alive, inshallah. And number 1, أن اليقين لا يزول بالشك. Certainty cannot be removed with doubt. Remember this rules, it will help you. Imagine I made wudu at Maghrib, for sure, and I prayed Maghrib. Isha comes, oh, do I have wudu or not? And I cannot decide. If you can decide, alhamdulillah. Now I don't know, I have a doubt. You should make wudu or not? Huh? I just said the rule, apply the rule. Al-yaqeen la yazulu bil-shak. Certainty cannot be removed by doubt. So you don't make wudu, because you are certain that you have wudu at Maghrib. So now Isha comes, and Shaitan is good in that, by the way. He's going to say, well, you don't have wudu. And why Shaitan does do you to this? Because he doesn't want you to attend the takbirat al-ihram with the imam. You go and make wudu, you miss the takbirah. So when you apply the rule, that's it, no? Then number 2, and everything is clean. Unless it's proven what? Otherwise. Al-aslu fil ashya' at-tahara. Everything is clean, the places, the clothes, everything. Unless otherwise. Wal-aslu bara'atu dhimma. The rule that we are free from any worship. Unless Allah says so. That's why when you see somebody praying after Asr, you have the right to ask him, brother, what this prayer? Because after Asr there is no prayer. We are free from praying or from doing anything. You have to ask the person. You cannot say, well, it's not my business. No, it's your business here. And if he said, I'm just praying some nafil, you said, brother, you can do that. Because the Prophet ﷺ said what? No. But if he said, because I missed the Dhuhr sunnah and I make it up, that's fine. Wallah, I'm praying Salat al-Istikhara. Wallahi, I'm making Asr yesterday, I forget to make Asr. So now he has what? A reason. وَإِنَّمَا الْأَصْلِ بَرَاءَةُ الذِّمَّةِ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made us free from any worship, from anything, unless it says. That's why when you do any worship without proof, that calls what? Bid'ah. Because you are inventing something in the deen. وَالْأَصْلُ الْإِبَاحَةِ. The opposite of this one. When it comes to life, everything is halal. Unless it's proven otherwise. If I'm eating, somebody cannot come say, Sheikh, you cannot eat unless you have proof. What are you eating? I said, no, brother. No. Eat and drink and do whatever. Unless the Sharia said, don't eat that or do that or do that and not do that. And the last one, because I want to give it to you, it's very easy. أن المشقة إيش؟ تجلب تيسير. Hardship bring ease. Whenever there is hardship, there is what? Ease. Not according to what Adim says. Some people, they loves it. The harder, the better. Some people, they think the harder, the better. No. المشقة تجلب التيسير. Subhanallah. When you are sick, you don't have to pray standing. You don't have to. Well, wallahi, I don't want people to see me because I'm embarrassed people seeing me. And you are worshiping people. Who cares about people? Al-mashaqqa tajlubu التيسير. So remember these rules, and we have another 15 that we're gonna cover 15 rules inshallah, and we go from there. جزاكم الله خيرا. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.